If I told you that the Great Pyramid of Giza is not just a tomb, but could be a colossal energy machine built over 4,500 years ago, would you believe it? Modern research shows its structure resonates with electromagnetic waves, while mysterious shafts point toward stars like Sirius and Orion. The geometric proportions inside almost perfectly mirror the Earth with eerie precision. And recently, radar detected a massive void the size of a Boeing 747, but no one knows what's inside. No inscriptions reveal how it was built. No documents explain its true purpose. Is this a tomb, or a technological marvel far beyond modern understanding? Join Logic Relic as we explore 7 questions that will make you doubt all of history. Chapter 1. Giza, a colossal energy machine? When we think of the Great Pyramid of Giza, most of us imagine a grand tomb for ancient Egyptian pharaohs. But what if I told you that behind this massive stone structure lies a technological principle far ahead of its time? A 2018 study by scientists from EgyptMystery University, Russia, made a shocking discovery. In simulations, Giza's structure can resonate with electromagnetic waves at an extraordinary level, making it resemble a giant natural antenna. Imagine this. Over 4,500 years ago, the Egyptians didn't just stack stones to create a symbol of power, but calculated dimensions and materials with near-perfect precision. The granite blocks in the king's chamber contain high levels of quartz, a mineral with strong electrical conductivity and frequency resonance. When electromagnetic waves move through the structure, the pyramid's shape can focus and amplify energy at specific points. This raises a question. Is this mere coincidence, or did the Egyptians possess knowledge of energy that modern science is only beginning to grasp? Could Giza have been designed to harness natural energy from the Earth, an ancient form of green technology? If this hypothesis is true, it might explain why no detailed records of its construction were left, because this wasn't just a burial site, but a massive device operating on cosmic physical principles. Let's look objectively. With over 2 million stone blocks, each weighing 2 to 70 tons, placed with millimeter precision, was all this effort just for one person's tomb? Or is there a greater purpose, one modern civilization isn't ready to acknowledge? This is the first question sparking endless debates, and the answer could shake our understanding of human history. Chapter 2. The Pyramid, a perfect astronomical observatory? Imagine standing before the Great Pyramid of Giza at night, the Egyptian sky glittering with stars. You'd understand why many scientists believe this structure isn't just a static pile of stones, but a giant compass connecting Earth to the heavens. Archaeologists have long noticed mysterious shafts inside the pyramid, and what's astonishing is that they don't function as typical ventilation ducts. Instead, they point precisely towards significant stars, Sirius and the 3 stars of Orion's belt, the constellation tied to the god Osiris in Egyptian mythology. This coincidence has led researchers to believe the pyramid was designed as an astronomical tool. Remember, over 4,500 years ago, there were no telescopes or modern measuring devices. So how did they align with the stars with near-perfect accuracy? Some scientists suggest this alignment may be tied to religious rituals, but that doesn't explain a more startling detail. The pyramid's geographic coordinates, 29.9792458 degrees north, almost exactly match the speed of light in a vacuum, 299,792,458 meters per second. This could be a mere coincidence, but it raises a big question. How could an ancient civilization create such an astonishing alignment? It doesn't stop there. Ancient texts, including translations of Egyptian records and modern astronomical studies, sourced from the Orion correlation theory by Robert Bauval, 1994, suggest the 3 main Giza pyramids are arranged to mimic Orion's belt. If true, the pyramid isn't a standalone structure, but part of a vast astronomical map spanning Earth's surface. Why would the ancient Egyptians spend decades, millions of laborers, and massive stone quantities just for a tomb? Why integrate complex astronomical knowledge into its design? Was this a sky observatory where humans sought to connect with gods or some supernatural cosmic force? And if so, Was the pyramid's true purpose to ensure the pharaoh's soul ascended to the stars? Or is there a reason beyond our imagination? These findings are forcing science to rethink history. The pyramid isn't just a physical structure. It may be a bridge between Earth and the cosmos, evidence of humanity's cosmic understanding from over 4 millennia ago. Chapter 3. Proportions mirroring Earth. Coincidence or superhuman design? Standing before the Great Pyramid of Giza, we see a colossal geometric stone structure, seemingly built with brute labor and primitive tools. But when analyzed mathematically, what's revealed shocks scientists. The pyramid's proportions almost perfectly mirror Earth's principles. Start with a strange number. If you divide the pyramid's base perimeter by its original height, about 146.6 meters, the result is close to 2 pi, the constant tied to a circle. This suggests the pyramid was designed to reflect the relationship between a circle and its diameter, a mathematical concept formally recognized thousands of years later. Is this a coincidence or evidence of advanced mathematics? It goes further. Some researchers, including Egyptologist Mark Lehner from Harvard University, note that the ratio between the pyramid's base area and height can approximate Earth's radius when converted to the Egyptian royal cubit. This raises a haunting question. How could the ancient Egyptians know Earth's size when the concept of a spherical Earth was proven millennia later? Another odd detail, the pyramid's estimated stone mass, about 5.9 million tons, shows remarkable harmony when compared to Earth's mass at a corresponding scale. Some scholars dismiss this as a game of probability, but are there too many coincidences in one ancient structure? Imagine this. If the pyramid was designed to mirror Earth in miniature, what does that mean? Could it be a giant, planetary model created for rituals, astronomical study, or even to preserve knowledge for future generations? A grand encoded message, signaling that its builders possessed understanding far beyond what we imagined. Coincidence or intent? Science still can't answer. But one thing is certain. The pyramid isn't just an architectural pinnacle. It's evidence of intellectual prowess that astonishes modern humanity. Chapter 4. Acoustic Secrets in the Grand Gallery. When sound becomes power. If you ever step into the Grand Gallery, the long, narrow corridor inside the Great Pyramid of Giza, you'll notice something strange. Sounds behave unusually. A clap or small noise becomes resonant and profound, as if the stone walls sing. Modern researchers have tested and found that the Grand Gallery's shape and materials, limestone and granite, create a unique acoustic resonance, amplifying frequencies with remarkable precision. This leads to a bold hypothesis. The ancient Egyptians may have understood frequencies and sound at a sophisticated level, using them in rituals or even construction. Granite, rich in quartz, is used in the king's chamber and key areas. Quartz, by its physical properties, vibrates under sound impact. Some scientists suggest this not only creates eerie echoes, but could convert vibrations into mechanical energy. The hypothesis of ancient acoustic technology is supported by Egyptian and other ancient myths, where music and frequencies were believed to move objects. A 2018 study in the Journal of Applied Physics showed sound waves can exert significant force on small objects in controlled settings. If we can do this with modern technology, could the Egyptians, thousands of years ago, have harnessed sound to move stones weighing tens of tons? Consider this. Combining precisely designed spaces, special materials, and resonant frequencies, you could create an acoustic energy chamber, something modern science is only beginning to explore. What does this mean for the pyramid? Could the Grand Gallery and King's Chamber be more than burial spaces, serving as centers for acoustic rituals or ancient energy machines? Here's the chilling part. If a 4,500-year-old civilization understood and applied these principles, we may be vastly underestimating their true intelligence. The stone walls aren't silent. They speak in the language of frequency, a language we're only beginning to relearn. Chapter 5. The Mystery of the Giant Void Beneath the Pyramid. What are they hiding? In 2017, the Scan Pyramids Project, one of the most advanced surveys using muon tomography, a form of cosmic ray scanning, announced a discovery that stunned the scientific world. Inside the Great Pyramid of Giza lies a massive void, at least 30 meters long, the size of a Boeing 747. Strangely, No one has seen this chamber, there's no entrance, and it never appeared in any prior archaeological maps. This discovery raised countless questions. Why hasn't this void been opened? Egyptian authorities claim drilling could damage the pyramid. But is that the real reason? Or is there a secret the world isn't ready to know? Some independent researchers speculate this void could house a mechanism used in the pyramid's ancient operations. Others suggest it's a high-level ceremonial chamber where priests performed mystical rituals to activate the pyramid's energy. This may sound like fiction, but remember, structures like Giza have repeatedly forced us to rewrite history. Some even connect this to the writings of Herodotus, the ancient Greek historian, who mentioned secret tunnels and chambers beneath the pyramids. Could those accounts be more than legend, but truths hidden for millennia? If this void exists on such a massive scale, why not explore it publicly? We have technology to send rovers to Mars, yet we can't open a chamber in the pyramid? Could what lies inside change how we understand ancient Egyptian civilization, and perhaps human history itself? This question remains unanswered. But one thing is certain. The void's existence makes the Great Pyramid of Giza more mysterious than ever, a challenge to the modern world that says, you think you know everything, but you've only scratched the surface of the truth. Chapter 6. Giza and the Global Energy Network. Coincidence or superhuman plan? If you open a world map and draw lines from the Great Pyramid of Giza to other ancient landmarks like Stonehenge in England, the Nazca Lines in Peru, and Angkor Wat in Cambodia, you'll notice something chilling. They almost align on a single axis or follow strange symmetrical patterns. Is this just geographic chance, or is there a global energy network known to ancient civilizations? Some scholars and esoteric researchers call these imaginary lines ley lines, energy pathways encircling the Earth like veins in a human body. This theory suggests that great monuments, from Machu Picchu to Easter Island's stone heads, were placed at the planet's strongest energy intersections. And the Great Pyramid of Giza, Egypt's immortal symbol, seems to sit at the heart of this network. This raises a bold question. How could an ancient civilization, without satellites or GPS, pinpoint these locations with such precision? Two possibilities emerge. 1. They possessed astronomical and mathematical knowledge beyond our imagination. 2. They inherited information from an even older civilization we've yet to discover. Archaeologist Charles Hapgood, praised by Einstein, suggested that ancient maps and structures follow an undeciphered global logic. If true, the pyramid isn't just an architectural wonder but the hub of an ancient energy system, where humans sought to harness planetary power for religious, ceremonial, or even technological purposes. This could explain why many ancient structures endure despite millennia of natural upheaval. Were they built not just to defy time, but to interact with Earth's energy? And if these energy lines exist, could we tap them for clean energy in the future? One thing is certain. The more we connect these bright spots on the map, the more we realize human history isn't as simple as textbooks claim. The Great Pyramid of Giza may not stand alone. It's a link in a global energy network, evidence of a plan we still don't fully understand. Chapter 7. Why are there no inscriptions about its construction? If you've ever entered Egyptian tombs, you'll see walls, ceilings, and coffins covered with hieroglyphs detailing the pharaoh's life, burial rituals, and journey to the afterlife. But when you step into the Great Pyramid of Giza, the largest and grandest of all, you're met with a chilling silence. Almost no inscriptions describe how it was built or its true purpose. Why did the Egyptians, known for meticulous record-keeping, forgo the chance to immortalize their greatest achievement? Could something have been deliberately hidden? Some archaeologists argue the pyramid is simply a tomb, and the lack of inscriptions is just a quirk of this period. But this theory weakens when compared to other pyramids and temples brimming with information. Conversely, many modern researchers suggest this silence isn't accidental, but intentional. Could the pyramid have been built not for burial but for rituals, astronomy, or even ancient technology? If its true purpose was beyond common understanding, hiding information would ensure the secret endured for millennia. Some theorists even propose a bold idea. What if the Egyptians only inherited this structure from an older civilization? If so, the lack of inscriptions isn't a mystery. it's evidence they didn't build it. Herodotus, the father of history, mentioned secret tunnels and strange stories about the pyramid's construction, but to this day, no one can fully verify them. One thing is certain: the absence of inscriptions makes Giza a wordless message to humanity, a challenge to find the answer yourself. And perhaps that's what makes the pyramid an immortal wonder, not just because it withstands time, but because it keeps us questioning the limits of knowledge. We've explored 7 questions that could change how you view the Great Pyramid of Giza, from theories of a colossal energy machine, a perfect astronomical observatory, to a global energy network and a mysterious, unexplored void. But the most chilling is the silence of its stone walls. Not a single inscription explains how it was built. What does this mean? We're talking about a structure over 4,500 years old, defying time's storms, yet holding secrets modern science can't decode. If even a fraction of these theories is true, are we merely touching the surface of the truth? And here's the question Logic Relic wants to ask you. What do you think the Great Pyramid of Giza was really built for? A giant tomb, an energy machine, or something beyond our imagination? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your ideas. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to Logic Relic, and turn on notifications to catch our next videos, where we'll keep unraveling mysteries that challenge modern logic. See you on the next journey.